And if we ask the stars what they mean, what would they say back to us? Welcome! You want to go on a card journey today? Give me some of your time, and I'll give you some of your story. Well, let's see what the cards say. Hey there, Virgo. My name is Koi. Welcome to Koi Plays Tarot. And what we're looking at in this round of reads for you today is going to be your one-to-one read for the month of October. In this round of reads, what I like to say is the following. Oh my gosh, why am I running out of words? Let's try this again. Relax, calm down, you're almost there. Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to Koi Plays Tarot. My name is Koi, and I'm going to be your tarot card reader for today. What we're looking at in this round of reads is going to be your one-to-one read for the month of October. One-to-one reads is a style of read that I do where we examine the relational dynamic between point A and point B, whichever way it goes, right? The most prevalent relational dynamic, what's going on between these two parties. So as a caveat to this, the first I would like to say is I hesitate to call them love readings because they're not always lovely. Right? We don't just focus on the butterflies, we focus on all dynamics. The second is that it ain't always going to be about love. Promise you, especially with some of the reads I've seen so far, right? It could be about family member, friends, co-worker, somebody you just met. It all depends, but it's a one-to-one dynamic examining all aspects of that relationship in the moment. So as a preamble to this read, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, but don't always be so willing to reverse. Because at times, even when it's tough, understand as your tarot card reader, that's why you came to sit with me today. Let's talk it out. Let's work through it together. So follow along with me today in the read today, Virgo. And yeah, even while I'm stuttering and even while we're blabbering, let's see what the cards say. Tarot card readers are people too. Give us the grace. Show us cards that we need to see, please, for Virgo in this read. What is going on for our hermit? What are the cards that we need to see, please, for Virgo in this read today? You're going to be on this side, they're going to be on this one. Okay, I'll take that. So I'm going to put it sideways because it didn't go either or. And it's very interesting where we have the ace sideways. We'll see why in a moment. So that's you on your side. Okay. I think it's going to be more dependent on what this party's saying. Now, show Virgo's person in this read. What's making fire come out sideways? And on their side, Two of Pentacles. Okay. So, as that party tries to make things balance out and work, on your end, what does it mean to actually be invigorated, right? Aces are interesting in that they represent the new. And if you look at my, in the playlist, it should be marked to Learn With Me, my Learn With Me series. It defines what each of these cards mean, particularly the aces, or where we are right now. The ace here, the ace of fire, the invigoration of the human spirit. In the upright, we're all ready to go, right? The fire burns bright. Here's how we do this. In the reverse, it's been stomped out, right? We're not feeling it anymore. We just don't have the spirit or the energy. Sideways, hey, there's a fire there and we don't know what to do with it. So balancing up with what they're trying to juggle, for you, Virgo, we got two people just, we don't know what we're doing. And hey, this is the vibe that we're going in with right now. I think understanding ourselves better will give us, the tools to reach a conclusion. But right now, we're just not in that space, and that's okay. Show fronts and backs. Here, fronts and backs being defined as the front side, now that we've got two people on the board, what's facing each other, and what's being held behind or concealed, or not immediately said. Show the cards that we need to see, please, for Virgo in this read. They're one-to-one read today. Going across. Temperance, card Sagittarius, that things do with time, but eventually so too will our spirit towards whatever's going on here. Okay. I'm starting to get where you're coming from. Star, card of Aquarius, was front facing. So if behind you or what's not being said is all the healing, all the hoping that everything aligned, the stars align and everything, here pulling out the star in your front facing, here's what I hope for. Be kind with me as I expose this vulnerable dream with you. Okay? On their side, nightmares and anxiety. The Nine of Swords coming out, what's being held behind the Nine of Wands, the notion of freedom. What do we do with the power that's held? And so I think this is the first time in a long time, Virgo, where you felt invigorated to just be totally vulnerable and honest with this other party. Yeah, that's very much honest and true. If we're saying the conversation, let's say it's not even about them right now. I think this is you coming back to you. What does that mean? And how do we operate in knowing that? Because on their end, they're vocalizing their nightmares and concerns and just trying to make things balance up, right? Where I have all this freedom to do what I want, say what I want, and now what's being concealed behind is, okay, we're gonna make this work out for now. Why does this person think that they're even settling for somebody who's already saying this is what my dream is? Those seem like incompatible dynamics right there. But let this be more of a dynamic towards you, because while we're bouncing this off of that person right now, and this is probably why the Ace of Wands came out sideways, eventually we've got to come to the conclusion that no matter what you think, this is what I'm going to be okay with. I said my truth. I spoke my piece. How do you feel about that? Okay. And positions, reveal positions for Virgo in this read, in their one-to-one. What is held in each individual position? What other cards we need to see, please, for Virgo in this read tonight? Okay. I'll take that as yours. Because of the way that it fell out, I would normally take it in the upright, being the Knight of Cups, and the reverse is just the Nine of Cups in reverse. Whereas in the upright, it suggests, emotional expression and endearment. In the reverse, there's a message. You can go fish. Right? I don't want it to be, a totally flippant and spry kind of, commentary or attitude, but I've said everything that needed to be said. And if you're not going to respect that, then, hey, there's the door. Because I said my piece. Me trying to add to that is not going to change anything about what's going on right now. On their end, Page of Cups, the small notion of happiness, or remember the little things of what's going on right here. It's just so sad because you have such massive energy over here when you express your truth. And it's like almost this energy of shooting it all down, but still trying to make whatever work with you, what's going on with you, work out, right? I don't understand if this person is claiming ultimately energetically, they don't want to be there, but it's cool for now, so we'll just vibe. What? I told you my hopes and my dreams. And now it's almost like I'm being shunned for it because, oh, you didn't like that. But when I'm cold, oh, well, I'm being distant and aloof. This ain't about them. It's more so about you, Virgo. What are you willing to accept at this point? Because you came out swinging with all that honesty and all those dreams and everything that came out. And you're talking to a person who honestly isn't sure amongst themselves what they want or why they're there. How do we value them? But even more so, how do we value ourselves? Underneath it all, the Wheel of Fortune. And understanding that all dynamics can change with time. And here, and I'm still reading this as being more, even though you're bouncing all these ideas and energy off this person, it's still about the transformation of you right now. Right? That's the biggest thing that I'm seeing, because over here is just such little effort, little energy, but all these nightmares and fears that you need to take seriously, and simultaneously, I'm not going to reflect any of that. Right? So if that's how your act is going to be, that's why it's Nine of Cups in the reverse. I told you my truth, and now you get none. And the hope that maybe things can change with time, and if nothing else, I will catch up. This is actually really good. I like this for you. Down the middle. So now that we have two individual parties, one looking towards the other, we're now going to look at the bridge in between. 1, 2, 1. What's held in the middle? What occupies the space held between Virgo and their person in this read? Reveal the cards that we need to see, please. Down the middle, we see. Makes sense. Five of Pentacles, the notion of being left out. The thing is, and this is why I'm kind of concerned with this right now, at least from what I'm reading from this energetically, Virgo, because I don't know everybody's individual stories, both people are saying that they're left out. One of them is actually justified. There's no other way I could put it, because, again, there's such small and recessive and just very little effort energy over here saying, okay, we're going to make this try out. Whereas you put everything on the line over here, and now both parties are saying they're feeling left out. But why would I tell you more when you actively, the moment that I say all this transformation, all my hopes, all my dreams, and everything that's changing for me right now, you shoot them down. And then when I don't talk to you, you turn into a victim. That's not how we do this. That's not how we're going to operate in this dynamic. Nine of Swords, nightmares and fears. Okay, and now all the things are starting to come out. So if they want to vocalize their fears, well, guess what? I guess we open up that door. Let's talk about it. Because I told you what I wanted. Where are we going? Nine of Pentacles, long-term investment. What does it mean to actually be there? Fully committed, fully present. Eight of Cups, walking away. And the notion that this must be left behind. And I think both of you are coming to this conclusion because at least in that in-between space, this person is realizing, hey, yeah, I probably shouldn't be putting in bare minimum effort for somebody who said that they wanted, their hopes and dreams to be accomplished with me. And that's why that Nine of Cups is coming out in the reverse. I can talk about my own victimhood the entire time, or I can just call a spade in that, yeah, I kind of deserve that. Now where do we go from here? Because if my attitude hasn't changed and this dynamic hasn't changed, the only thing that's left to change is going to be Virgo. Take it or leave it. Underneath it all, Three of Pentacles, a workable dynamic. What do we have to show for it? Okay, we're going to see. Define deeper the major arcana strewn across the table. We are now looking towards Temperance first. What's going on with your healed soul transformation? Show the cards that we need to see, please. For Virgo in this read, define that Temperance. Oh, that's a break. And I want you to notice also across the board, despite what is being said, Virgo, you're the only one on your side with the major arcanas. All that big, humongous energy, and you're the only one showing for it. It's clear who was very much, invested into this. Show us the cards that we need to see, please. First, we're defining that Temperance in this read. Okay. Into Temperance. Five of Cups. Because I refuse to feel sad about this anymore. I refuse to conceal my pain. I refuse to drown in sorrow over this anymore. This is not going to be my story. That has to heal. That has to come to change. And that's probably why, again, that fire came out sideways, is that, no, when I invigorate myself, when I say my honest to goodness piece and leave it there, well, then it's not making me question, what do I do with this? Because what took me so long to actually bring that out here? I think part of me already knew. To the start, Nine of Pentacles. And so our hope and our dream, either you respect it or we go our separate ways. That is very much individuating energy, because I'm going to be cool with me. And especially in this form, because it's supposed to express, the fruits of our bountiful labor. A big, humongous feast of a spread. But here, only one plate. You won't see many other plates with that Nine of Pentacles. So all the things that I will reap, I'm either going to be with or without you. Take it or leave it. Yeah. In resolution, the real resolution for Virgo in this read. Show cards of resolution for Virgo in this one-to-one read today. Okay. And that also came out sideways, so I'll have that be your first. Six of Pentacles sideways, whereas it represents the long-term investment or the gradual petering out. Here, well, what does this even mean at this point? What are we doing here? Yeah, I think both parties are starting to realize this. And show me another. What other card does Virgo need to see in this read? Yeah. Okay. The Fool, a new beginning. And what beauty that is. And I'm honestly seeing that you're probably starting this new beginning without them, Virgo. Just saying. Yeah, because if you're not going to respect that, then I'm going to respect me and walk on. Underneath it all, the Five of Swords, the feeling of self-sabotage, that things are not going right. Is that staying or is that leaving? That's for you to decide. Ultimately, what I see in your read today, Virgo, is not simply that you're using this person as a sounding board, because this is such minimalistic energy over here that I'm just like, why are you here? At least as your tarot card reader, that's what I'm seeing. You had this grandiose expression saying, this is what I want out of life. This is what I'm trying to do with it. What do you think of this? And the reflection you're getting back is just kind of being shot down immediately. But when you get into a state of rejection, the Nine of Cups in the reverse, all of a sudden we have this narrative of victimhood coming out. That, oh, it should be better, and that's why I had to minimize myself. Look how you're acting. And down the middle, I think both parties are just coming to the conclusion that this ain't working for either of us anymore. What does it mean to have this investment, and what does the new beginning actually look like? What do I have to look forward to now? Ultimately, things will change with time. And I'm not saying that y'all are going to be on better terms. In fact, I'm saying that this has probably reached the maximum of what it could between you and them, Virgo. It doesn't look like they're going to put much more grandiose effort than a minimalistic one finger lift that they're doing right now. But what does it mean to have, all of your hopes and dreams contingent upon a finger flick? Things will change with time, and it doesn't look like it's going to be with them. So that's what I got in your read today, Virgo. I hope this conversation helped. And yeah, do right for and by you, because you now have vocalized to the universe what you have wanted. Let the universe respond to you in kind, no matter what form or shape that takes. I'll see you around, okay? Bye.